Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi Divya. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so thank you everyone. Welcome once again. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll wait another minute for anyone else remaining to join, and we'll start by 11:02. It would be great if we could have everybody on camera so we can see all of you. Okay, so let's start. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining in. We're really excited to have you all here. So before we begin, let me just quickly introduce myself and the team. So I'm Divya from the marketing department at Kumori Technologies. Along with me, we have Umakant and Simran from ServiceNow team. So just give you a brief bio about everybody and then we can begin. So Umakant Godawati, he's a distinguished software engineering leader with over 2 decades of expertise in the software industry. At ServiceNow, Umakant heads a global engineering team focused on CSM and CRM foundation, contributing significantly to the customer and industry workflows. His leadership emphasizes product design and architecture, ensuring the development of solutions that place the customer at the heart of every decision. With a commitment to innovation, Umakant and his team consistently delivers intuitive and impactful user experiences. Welcome, Umakant.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thanks, Divya.
We also have Rahul with us. Rahul has over 12 years of experience in the ServiceNow ecosystem. He heads the global sales at Kumori Technologies. We also have Prashant, who would be leading the webinar along with Umakant. Prashant is a well seasoned ServiceNow solutions architect with over 9 years of experience in ServiceNow. He has over 10 mainline certifications, 18 micro certifications, and more than 40 sales and pre sales accreditations. He's also a 2x ServiceNow MVP and a budding YouTuber and LinkedIn content creator with 21K followers. So that's about our team, and over to you, Rahul.
Thank you, Divya. And please help me. Yeah. Okay, great. So keep on navigating to the next page. All right. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining this webinar. Um, in the next 1 hour, we will kind of take you through the entire service now, overview as a platform briefly, and then we would move on to a detailed kind of explanation of the Gen AI capability built on the customer service management module of ServiceNow. And eventually, Umakant will come in and he would talk about the business use cases, the adoption by the ServiceNow users, customers across the globe, and how they are getting benefited with it. So this is going to be the agenda of today's webinar. Please move on. All right. So before we jump on to the technical part and explanation, let me give you a walkthrough of the ServiceNow platform, about the organization, and of course about the partner Komori Technologies, which we represent. And so ServiceNow is basically a global leader in enterprise service management space, and it is pretty much a global organization with over 7,700 customers, with over $7.2 billion in revenue, which was in 2023, and with a outstanding 25% growth of year-on-year growth, basically. And they have a great 99% renewal rate, which talks about the satisfaction of the customer. So 99% is an incredible number for any OEM, for any product company retaining those customers. And ServiceNow has been recognized as the global leader in multiple areas of technologies. For example, it is a global leader in IT service management space. It is also in enterprise agile planning tools, risk management, in the customer engagement center, in the in the enterprise low code no code, which is the app engine part of it. So ServiceNow is a renowned organization and a very successful product across the globe, and 85% of the Fortune 500 companies are actually using it. Again, so it's a top tier kind of a product, and the large enterprise actually trusts ServiceNow for their digital transformation strategy and their initiative they have in the organization. Moving on about Komori Technologies. Komori is a well-known ServiceNow partner. It's one of the leading partner in India and globally. We are present in multiple geographies. India, of course, being our our home I would say market. But yes, we are also present in UAE, Singapore, Australia, and in the North America region. We have done substantial amount of work in the duration we have been in business. We have done over 100 plus complicated implementations. We have done 20. We have also built 20 plus applications on the app engine part of ServiceNow, and we have 128 plus certification in house and a staggering 100% satisfaction rate for the customer. What we do as a partner, as a company, we provide end-to-end ServiceNow services, which includes consulting and road mapping, helping customer, build that roadmap and eventually achieve that, digital transformation, expectation they have. Then we help them with the implementation of ServiceNow modules and integration with third-party application. We also build a lot of applications which are business sense, very much business-centric applications on the low code, no code capability of ServiceNow. And plus, we provide a very comprehensive platform support and enhancement, services. So that's about Komori and ServiceNow. All right, just a kind of an overview on ServiceNow platform, though we will take a deep dive into the specific technical part or the capability of Gen AI. But for someone who is not fully aware about ServiceNow, I'm sure a lot of you are, but still, I want to give some information about ServiceNow as the product, as a platform. So you see, ServiceNow with this Now platform capability is known as a platform of platforms. What I mean by that is it is a platform which is capable of integrating with all the application available in the market, in the ecosystem, and can become a single layer of engagement, single layer of data analytics, single layer of driving automation, driving workflows. So it is basically known for its platform or platform capability. It is not a pointed tool which can be just utilized in one area and others cannot be touched upon. No, ServiceNow with its very strong IT, the workflows which are built, which covers all the functions of the organization, which includes the IT workflows. I'll come to the explanation part on what is covered in IT workflows, or even the employee workflow and the customer workflow and the creator workflows. So these are the broad workflows on which the ServiceNow modules are built in. ServiceNow is a modern application, a modern platform, which is omni channel, which gives you omni channel access, whether it is through a mobile application, whether through a kind of a single email, a central phone number, which could be more like a toll-free number. It can be accessed through web. It has integrations with the communication chat engines, which you see at the top. So it's a great customer, I would say, interaction layer that it provides. And then moving on, it has all the modern capability, which include the workflows. It also have the automation part of it, artificial intelligence. And ServiceNow is actually capable of standardization, consolidation, and automation of your enterprise processes all across the organization. If you see this slide, you can see more like a sneak peek into what are the out-of-box modules present in ServiceNow. So you see ServiceNow offers horizontal and vertical solutions for its customers. There are vertical solutions which you see in the industry solutions, like it has specific solution built for banking, insurance industries, telco, healthcare and life sciences, public sector, manufacturing, and tech providing services company, which includes the TPSM part of it. So overall, it has a very focused or I would say a very industry specific solution built in, which can be kind of utilized out of box. But It also has a horizontal solution stack, which includes, as I mentioned earlier, the technology workflows, IT workflows, which covers entire, I would say, coverage of the IT function in the organization. It covers the IT service desk, IT service management, IT infrastructure operations, IT asset management, security operations to manage your IT security postures, applications or the project portfolio management, and operational technology management and cloud infrastructure management. So all in all, it covers all the technology component, technology function of the organization. Plus, it covers the employee experience, which include the HR, employee growth and development, workplace services, health and safety, legal service delivery. So in terms of employee experience, everything that you can ask for the employee life cycle, journey, basically you can cover that through ServiceNow. A very solid thought out processes which are already present in ServiceNow. But if you want, you can of course customize it, configure it based on your own internal processes. Moreover, what we are going to talk about mostly is about the customer experience. So the CSM is one module in ServiceNow which covers the entire customer lifecycle journey. So it basically helps you in integrating your front office and back office together, integrating with the core systems to give a single, tool of interaction with the customer. The customer resolutions, customer's ticket can be resolved very quickly when you integrate both front office and back office together. There will not be a lag, or there will not be a delay in giving a response to the customer. Because why? Because the systems are not integrated. So that's exactly what ServiceNow actually eradicate, that it removes all the siloed process. Moving on, it also offers field service management, as the term suggests. Field service management is basically managing the field services activity for the organization, which has a lot of reliance on the workforce which is in on the ground serving the end customer. Then we have sales and order management, which covers the CRM component of the customer interaction. And over and above, there is also operational excellence, which basically supports your back office team, or I would say the support function of the organization, with the integrated risk management, third party risk management, sourcing, procurement, vendor management, accounts and payable, ESG, enterprise asset management. So overall, I hope you could understand that ServiceNow as an organization or as a product covers every aspect of an enterprise, and it brings or integrates all the functions together so that the decision maker or the CXO level can have a single pane of glass for looking at the performance, looking at the improvement suggestions, improvement factors which are there, and can take right decision through the right set of data, right set of processes. Down below, there are the core features or functionalities of ServiceNow platform, which includes the service catalog, knowledge management, CMDB, common service data model. You have the intelligence and generative AI layer built on it. You have the admin and configuration console for managing your organization governance, and how do you assign the I would say power, or assign the responsibility to your organization's employee, that you can fully manage through the admin and configuration console. Very much flexible and robust. And you also have the integration services. As I mentioned, it's a very powerful platform to integrate with other application, be it an ERP, be it a CRM, or any core systems, you name it, and you can integrate that with ServiceNow platform. Lastly, security and compliances are well covered in ServiceNow platform, as you see here. A lot of features, a lot of functionalities available in platform, but because of the time constraint, I won't be able to explain a lot. So that's about the ServiceNow platform as a whole. I hope it gives you a sense of what ServiceNow as a platform or as an OEM can offer to a large enterprise. A lot of customers in India, financial organizations, telecom, manufacturing companies, digital native organizations across the industry are using ServiceNow and getting benefited out of it. So I want to kind of take a pause here, and I want to pull in Umakant for his valuable input on the platform, and then we'll move on to Prashant for the technical explanation of the Gen AI capability of ServiceNow, or CSM, customer service management of ServiceNow. Over to you, Umakant.
Hey, thank you so much, Rahul, and thank you, Divya, for the great introduction and setting the ground, giving all the context about ServiceNow and its capabilities and how we have evolved over a period of time. So I saw a lot of people joining after we have done the initial slide. So I'll probably quickly give you my intro. Essentially, I have been with ServiceNow for the last 10 years, and I lead the customer and industry workflows engineering. I'm based out of Hyderabad, but I have global team that actually works on multiple different capabilities that Rahul just showed in the capability map. So if it's like any other, so we are always single instance architecture, right? So essentially, like we are not multi-tenant, unlike Salesforce, but we are single tenant where you have stacked architecture. So you have platform, then you have products, and then you have industries. So I think what Rahul talked about. So me and my team work on that product layer, leveraging platform capabilities, as well as building the industry solutions, right? So these are not separate. It's just that it's part of the complete stack, right? So with that intro, I'll just so this is my agenda today. So sorry, Divya. I'll just yeah. So I wanted to talk about like before getting jumping into Gen AI, right? So I think that's the buzzword. Before jumping into that, I wanted to give you a quick journey of how we have evolved because it's not new for us. AI has been there in the platform, and we it was deliberate. So I'll just cover that, and then we'll move on, right? So essentially, when we say AI, right, which is like we are a digital workflow company, and today my discussion for this webinar is going to be primarily focusing on the customer workflows, right? So which is like when a customer takes our product, which is customer service management, and they actually implement in their contact centers to actually help their customers resolve their issues on the products and services that they are selling, right? So with that context, when you have to look at that workflow, so you have customer on the extreme left who is trying to kind of have using products and services, and if they encounter any particular issue, how do they actually kind of resolve this, right? So if you see, we ourselves, when we actually purchase, it could be Samsung washing machine, or it could be any other product, GE and all, right? So at that point in time, if we are trying to encounter a problem, how do we solve that, right? So there are a lot of self-service capabilities in the platform. If you see from the omni-channel perspective, phone, email, and desktop and portals and all these omni-channel capabilities show a consistent experience of where the customer is, whether they are on a phone, whether they are on a desktop or an email. It will show a contextual information of what products they are using, what services they are building. So if they encounter any issue, it tries to kind of auto resolve in terms of providing all the contextual information, help, and all. But if it doesn't, then it actually moves to a you call up a contact center agent and all, right? And that's fine. It actually gets the call gets transferred, and now agent also we want to provide all these capabilities that they can actually leverage to get to the quick resolution for the customer, right? So that's the agent productivity. And if you look at outside of the Gen AI capabilities, we already have task intelligence, doc intel, recommended articles, and then sentiment analysis of understanding what the customer is facing and how do we, kind of contextualize, detect the intent, and then try to resolve the issue. Now, it may also land in back office and middle office, which is where we try to, kind of do the process mining to understand if many of these try to uh, get to a minimal mean time to resolution, which is will help in quickly resolving the issues, right? Um, next slide, please. So this is our AI journey, right? So as I was saying, like even before we thought about Gen AI and all, right? So AI is been there in the platform. We have made a lot of investments starting from 2017 through acquisitions and through organic growth. While we have acquired, mostly these are technology acquisitions because we wanted to make sure that we provide one single platform. Customer doesn't have to go to multiple different places to actually get the information. It is all integrated into one platform, and that's what Rahul called out. It's one intelligent platform that we are building over the period of years. And all these actually are now culminated into Now Assist is what we are calling, which actually integrates all these AI capabilities, starting with summarization and classification as basic capabilities, and then we have landed with generating AI, right? So all these are actually now available in something we call it as Now Assist, right? So that's how we have evolved and integrated all these capabilities into one. So by the way, if you have any questions, please feel free to stop me at any time. I'll be happy to answer, right? So please do that. Um, so moving on, like how do AI elevates the experiences and lower the cost, right? So it is actually addressing all the different personas in the workflow of the customer journey, right? So when the customer is reaching out to you, either through email or kind of different omni-channel, you detect the language, doc intel, which actually tries to avoid human error. You can quickly, like when I was traveling, I usually use my doc intel capabilities to actually publish, do the expense reporting. You have the receipt, you actually just quickly scan, and it extracts all the intelligent information from the receipt and creates an expense report. That's the kind of experience we want to give to our enterprise customers too, right? So that's how doc intel and process mining, we want to give them the end user experiences that we usually get in consumer based apps. Now engaging the customers where they are, right? So instead of kind of they reaching out to us, we try to provide the contextual information through natural language processing and all, right? So those capabilities we try to kind of extend to our customers. And then also, as I said, middle office and back office and contact centers. So we are trying to kind of extend all these capabilities and empower our uh, the employees and the customers to actually resolve the issues very quickly and all. So, and then you have on the last, the column that you see, those are field service experiences where when issue requires a field agent to visit to the customer place, they are carrying mobile app, they are working on a work order, which actually results, say they are actually installing something, or they are actually trying to resolve an issue, fix something. There also we have Now Assist that actually quickly tells them what is the next thing that they can do. And in fact, we are also working on, in addition to the customer service management, we are building CRM, which sales and order management capability, which um, Rahul talked about in his capability map. Now, all this actually can be very well, because if you look at when you actually call a customer service agent, right, they always tell you, say, I have an issue with my phone. And I actually call them and they say that, okay, why don't you actually take this plan or that plan? You can do an add-on and all. So we have upsell and cross-sell also capabilities that we are adding. So those things also are very much possible with, you can create change orders and all that, right? Excellent. So if you look at the intelligent platform, right? So essentially, like we said, one platform. So what are the customer outcomes we are driving from this? So, right, so empower users to solve problems, all these different capabilities that we have on the left. How does it actually drive the right outcomes for the customer, right? So that's essentially what this is talking about, right? It's not just we have these capabilities, but how do we make sure that we are moving the needle for the customer in the right direction, right? So that's how all the metrics and KPIs that you are seeing on the right side, these are really critical for contact centers and for customers who are actually doing their customer service, right? We can go to the next slide, unless anyone has any questions. Now, all that AI journey, as I said, like is, what is Gen AI bringing in something new? Now, if we look at these are the three simple steps, right? If we have to look at Gen AI, if we have to do that, understand the context and intent that a customer has, synthesize the information from multiple different sources, including what customer has provided, and then generate the content, right? So essentially, like you are actually helping them to actually, whether it is agent, whether it is customer, or whether it is a middle office or a back office person who is trying to resolve, right? So all that actually just three simple steps. The third step is the magic step, which Gen AI provides, like getting, because all the while, like all the AI capabilities were already there. We were doing classification, categorization, all that. But this is the Gen AI which is bringing in this additional capabilities, right? So if we look at a simple example of when a customer says that, so sorry, can you go back? Just wanted to touch upon this example. So if you look at the intent and prompt, right? When will my refund be processed? So if you look at the text and prompt, it actually says a lot of things. It is very difficult if you are doing a normal search and trying to bring in your VA topics. It will not tell you like what is the sentiment of the customer, what is the intent, what are the products and services based on which they can, synthesize the information and provide it. Right. So these things are like we are putting everything together and then providing a common, kind of, which is making more sense for the customer to actually get their issues resolved faster. You can go ahead. Yeah. All right. So just to quickly, kind of show these things. Yeah, you can just run through this. I know we are running out of time probably. So essentially, like this is again the same workflow, and look at different capabilities that actually are there from end to end in the for every persona. It is trying to help and resolve this, right? So starting from self-service with search and virtual agent, and if that doesn't get resolved, the handover happens. But when handover is happening, how all that which was already done by the customer gets, kind of summarized for the agent and all through chat summarization and chat wrap up. Then all these Gen AI capabilities, which are part of the Now Assist, helps in, kind of in the issue resolution. So this helps in reducing the mean time to resolution. Also, kind of first call resolution and things like that, which the customers do care about in their contact centers. It helps to reduce, and we have a lot of, I'll be sharing after Prashant's demo, how some of the customers are already leveraging some of these capabilities to drive their KPIs, right? Any questions so far? I know I've been sharing a lot of information, but I'll be happy to. Okay, if we don't have any questions, I think it's probably the last one before I hand it over to Prashant. So flexible large language model, right? So essentially, like we give a lot of flexibility to our customers, right? So in terms of what LLM they want to use. Today, we actually integrate with OpenAI, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud, which has its own pros, right? So which you can actually quickly get your Gen AI use case running and then go live. But we are also, investing a lot in terms of building our own LLM models, in terms of making it very domain specific. We talked about a lot of industry solutions because if I'm looking at one particular industry, healthcare industry, they have their own unique needs and their own unique context and intent. So it is very important that we actually build those in the context of that specific domain, and then, kind of and make sure that the customer's data is not going out of the cloud, right? So that is the advantage of having your own domain-specific LLMs. So yeah, I mean, the customers can choose which LLM they want to go with, and integrate it with the Now Assist Gen AI capabilities. Right. Moving on. Yeah, I think I'll hand it over to Prashant.
Yeah. So thank you, Divya, for introduction, and Rahul for quick info with related to ServiceNow and how it works with various platform or various products, how it integrates system with each other. And yeah, and after that, like Umakant has given a brief info with related to how Gen AI or AI works within our customer service management. And then that was a quite good info which was shared by Umakant. So thank you all for sharing that information. So yeah, so I am Prashant, and I would be showcasing something with related to generative AI features for customer service. So let me share my screen and then I'll proceed further on demo part. Yeah. So I assume people are able to see my screen. So yeah, so hope everybody is viewing my screen. And now I would like to proceed on generative AI features in terms of customer service. So let me try to go first on CSM portal initially. So this is the customer service management portal, uh, which has some URL, and this is the out of the box portal, which comes with customer service management. And one of the feature which I am talking first is like Now Assist in AI search. So you can see we have some capability like we can search something within our knowledge or catalog within our portal so that people will get relevant information. But it is utilizing Now Assist in AI search that will provide more info on whatever is being asked from customer end. So suppose a customer will be having access to this portal, and then customer will be coming to this portal looking for some information. So I would like to type some information like what is spam, and then I will hit enter here. Now we will see what kind of output is generated based on this input. So now you can see there is some output generated. So one of the output is like it is fetching the knowledge article from knowledge base, and there is some information which is being shared by Now Assist. So this is the information which is created by Now Assist, and you can see it explains some information, and then if people is fine with this information, and they can check back on a knowledge article also what it tells about what is spam, and then a relevant customer or user can take proper action on what they need to do further with the use of that information, whether they are trying to raise some kind of request or whether they are trying to do some kind of troubleshooting based on this information. So this will be utilized more on self-service, through which it will generate answers in portal with the help of those knowledge article and the information provided by Now Assist. So this will help our customer to improve with proper concise answers so that people will understand and proceed further on their next action. So this is the Now Assist in AI search in customer service. So now I will like to move with another feature that is like a case summarization for customer service management. So I will try to go to our workspace. So now I have been redirected to my workspace of customer service. So you can see there are a lot of cases and the list of cases, customer products, interactions. So these are all the information which would be available on this workspace. And here we will get all the information or all the cases which has been raised already by the user. So I would like to open any of the case here. So suppose I would like to open this case. And we can see this is the case which is open right now. And we have some information on details section, customer information, customer activity. So we will not go to that part. So we will just try to see how case summarization works here. So now you can see this is a case summary by Now Assist. So this is being enabled through the configuration of uh, the Now Assist or Gen AI for customer service. So this will be generated based on that or based on the plugin or the feature which is enabled in terms of plugin enable. So now what we will do is like we will try to click on summarize. So now we will see the case is summarized by Now Assist. All right. So now we can see the issue, what was the issue with related to this case, and what are the key actions which has been taken with this case, and what is the resolution and what is the SLA. So currently, so these actions is not available on this case. That's why there is not much information here. All right. So now we can see here there is a share to work note option also inside case summarization. So this will also help much, because if suppose you have been getting this information and you want to share with some senior people or your manager with related to that company or the information you have to add within this case. So you can just click on work notes and you can update the information before publishing it to work notes. It will try to ask you, suppose you want to update some information here, or you're fine with the information provided by Now Assist. So I will click on save to work notes. And now this information is saved to this work notes. So you can see this is the work notes which is saved here. So this is how case summarization works in terms of case in customer service management. So this will really help our agents to generate summarization for this case very easily. And this will increase the agent productivity and as well as summarizing case activity. So this will help on that part. Uh, all right. So, do you have any question for now? All right. So let me try to move further. All right. So now I assume there is no any question. So I will move further on other feature. So like and next feature is like chat summarization or chat summarization, how it works. So suppose we are having some agents, live agents configured on ServiceNow end, and as well as there are a lot of users who would be asking some information using our virtual agent. So that chat in box is available. So suppose let me redirect to our portal again. So this is the UI through which end user will be interacting, or the customer will be interacting through this portal. And now you can see this is a chat window here. So the user can click on this chat window, and you can see a lot of initial chat was there already in the system. And now you can see the some information is provided here. Hi Prashant, I am an AI powered virtual agent and can answer questions, fulfill requests, and it will guide you in a proper direction. What you need to do next and what will be happening on backend and how things will be processed. So now suppose I will write here some information, create a case. So you can see there are some information like you can it can be helping with the creation of this case. The best way I can found is like, what would you like to do? So I will click on get started. And now you can see it will ask what is the account, for which account you are facing some issue, or you want to raise some case. So you can select these options from here. And now, so I will click on contact and you can see there is consumer. And these all information, it can be added here. So I will skip this part, so much of information. So I will go back in our workspace where our agents are configured. So we will see here where all those interactions are generated. So interactions are generated for all the chat which is being triggered. And this is the one like 2 minutes ago. And we can see the chat information here. So this is the chat which is triggered, and still our chat is going on. So I right now I will show you the existing one interaction which I have created previously, and where we have our chat interaction and chat summary also generated. I will show you one of the sample here because it has a good amount of information. So now this is suppose the interaction which is generated based on some information. So this is the transcript. So I'm showing you this example because this is having good amount of chat information. So it will take some time. That's why I just try to reduce some time and then I jumped into one of the example. So this is the transcript happening with the chat. And based on this internal transcript, which is happening inside this, is converted into our chat summary. What is the chat summary? So as soon as the chat is ending with the customer and agent, we there is some chat summary generated within that interaction record. And based on this interaction record, we can try to create a case from this interaction record, and the case will be raised. So this is the chat summary which will be generated, and it will be working as a information when migrating towards case creation. So this is the feature of chat summarization which is utilized by agents to just get the information, because there would be so much of chat happening with the user, and agent has to copy each and every chat separately. So it's a very good effort happening while generation of chat summary here. So chat summary is generated based on our now assist of our chat summary, and it will also provide agents proper information, and the agent can transfer this chat summary to the user or the customer there who would be requiring certain kind of details. So yeah, so this would be very helpful to agents for generation of chat summary. So now I would like to move towards another feature, that is Now Assist panel. So what Now Assist panel is like, suppose we have this homepage on our ServiceNow instance, and Now Assist panel is available for all the products, whichever is available. Currently, I am talking about customer service. So I would like to open or check our Now Assist panel, how it shows and where it displays. So now we can see this is the Now Assist panel here, we can see. And as soon as we click here, so it's just like the filter navigator, how it's visible here. So similar kind of UI is there available for Now Assist panel. So you can just pin this Now Assist section, and then you can get the information, or you can just use the pop-up for this Now Assist panel. So now you can see there are various options provided here: generate article, generate resolution notes, get temporary badge, summarize a record, summarize conversation. So similarly, so much of things we have done, like case summarization or chat summarization I have done. So similar things can be done here. So suppose I would like to do a summarize record. So it will again generate a chat, our summary of this case, like how to get performance data. Similarly, the information is generated here. Let me pin this. And now you can see the summary is generated. So this is quite a very handy way to generate our case summarization. And if suppose we want to request other information like article generation or generating resolution notes. So that can also be performed here. Suppose I will try to click on generate resolution note. So now the message has arrived, like there wasn't enough case activity. So now what happens is like, why it didn't generate resolution note? Because it is not having uh, some kind of activity within system. Like if you see, there are not much activity performed right now. So that's why it didn't provide any resolution notes generation. So usually there would be so much of information shared between the agent and the user in additional comments. So based on that, the resolution note is generated. So currently there is very least information, so it will not generate resolution note. So let me try to see how knowledge article can be generated based on this case. So let me check. Yeah, so there is no attached knowledge article, so we can create another article. So as soon as I have clicked on generate article, so one knowledge article will be generating with related to this case, our customer case. And you can see we can view the KB article here. And this article will be generated on draft, and then it can be published further, this article based on those case. So yeah, so this is again a handy handy way to get some information or generate some information on particular case, so that it increases the productivity in terms of agents, and as well as the customer gets the information in right amount of time. So it will not take so much of time to get relevant information. So now I would like to jump on one of the feature, like it's not feature, it's just like uh, admin things through which people can try to activate the Now Assist features for relevant products. So I would like to just explain you in quick mode. So now this is the Now Assist admin console. So this will help admin to configure what all features is required for customer service to be configured or to be utilized. So this is the overview page where you can see what all plugins with related to what products are enabled. And similarly, if we go to Now Assist features, so there are technology, customer, employee, creator, and platform. So here we need to select customer in our case because we are talking about customer service management. So here we can see the product is selected as CSM, and you can see there are various options open for this product customer service. So first is chat, other is case, other is knowledge management. Under chat summarization is activated, and under case summarization and resolution note is generated, generation is done. And for knowledge article is generated, like I have shown on previous feature how we can generate a knowledge article. So this place is quite fine. And then you can try to enable Now Assist panel from here. So you can see Now Assist panel, you can try to on from here, and the Now Assist panel is will be visible to you for utilization. So yeah, so these are all the features which I wanted to showcase, and I think you have already gone through this demo on my session. So hopefully everybody is good with that, and feel free to ask any question if anybody has any. Yeah, so I think Umakant can take over from here next.
Hey, thank you, Prashant. That was a great demo, showcasing all the capabilities of the Gen AI that we talked about. And it's always very exciting to see things coming alive when things, kind of we see in action. It's always great to see that. And thanks for that, putting together the demo. So I just wanted to quickly share some of the customer use cases that we have been working on and how customers have been deriving a lot of value already with some of these capabilities, right? So this is one of the largest telco customer. They have global presence. And what is the problem that they were trying to solve? If you look at it, so on the left side, the business challenge, it talks about it used to take almost 2 to 3 days to resolve complex customer cases, right? So you imagine like large customers who are actually trying to resolve customer issues on the phone, and then long running cases and all, right? And 15 to 20 times it used to kind of do the handoffs and all that. So it is with the Now Assist, if you see the summarization and resolution notes which Prashant demoed. Hey Prashant, you were trying to say something?
No,
Okay,
I'm fine.
got it.
Let me
So
mute it.
yeah, no problem. So the capabilities that Prashant showed in terms of resolution notes and case summarization, chat summarization, so that is actually deriving a lot of value. And 92% of the time was saved, which is your mean time to resolve, right? So, and that because each minute spent on case resolution is a dollar value, right? So that actually translates to huge number of dollar savings for the customer. So that's one story. We can go for the next one. Yeah. So this is again, they are into digital business services. They are primarily in Europe and US. And again, if you look at the business challenge, they also are trying to solve the issue for their customer as well as for their agent. And it was like essentially um, for their employees, they are able to give a very intuitive experience using Now Assist. In fact, to be very frank, like as an employee of ServiceNow, we use Now Assist for our own needs day in and day out. And that actually gives so much better experience. All the capabilities that Prashant was showing on the portal, you have search, which actually nicely summarizes the search, just like you see in Google or ChatGPT. And so when you actually take that into your enterprise and enterprise workflows, it becomes so much easier, and you get back your time and you become more productive, right? So that's what this customer is also trying to gain that value. And they have realized like 24%, 25% acceleration in ticket resolution with Now Assist, right? And 10% increase in deflection rates using Now Assist, right? So deflection is a very important thing, which customers do care for their customers. And great comments from the customer after successful launch. So it's a journey, right? So even customers are going through that journey, that AI journey, and it's by step they actually uptake these capabilities. We can go to the next one. So this is a technology customer, just like any other, like us, technology company. They are building software, and they also actually, kind of provide software and services, and they are also able to derive a lot of value in terms of when customers reach out to them for issues with their products and services. So they are able to, kind of reduce by using Now Assist and CSM plugins, Gen AI capabilities. They are able to reduce 70% of reduction in case resolution time. These are huge numbers, and really happy to see that customers are deriving so much value from what we can do. So putting AI to work is what we call, and this is what you can see AI in action, right? So yeah, so that's pretty essentially I wanted to cover as part of our customer use cases, from three different industries, and see everybody leveraging AI capabilities, right? So with that, yeah, I just wanted to, thank, I think, Komori for having me, and also, kind of, it's great to partner with Komori Technologies, and great to see that we are, in hand and glove together to actually implement and let customers derive value from these implementations.
No, thank you. Thanks a lot, Umakant, and indeed Prashant for giving the demo of the solution. And Umakant, in the end, as you have covered the success story, which actually talks about what are the metrics the customer can actually hit. Of course, with the generative AI capability with customer service management, customer can achieve tremendous amount of customer experience. They can bring down the operational costs. They can actually help in improving the processes within the organization, and eventually can lead to a greater impact on the businesses. So that's exactly what ServiceNow intends to do with the generative AI. It is just the tip of the iceberg. It is kind of the capability is gaining or improving day by day, and we see I mean, tremendous amount of opportunity and potential for the existing customers who are already using ServiceNow, and of course for the new customer who can kind of reap the benefit of ServiceNow platform as a whole. And specifically, if they want to target the customer service, customer lifecycle journey, ServiceNow can play a pivotal role. So thank you again, folks, for walking through the whole solution. And as a reminder, if you have any question, please post it here. And I see that Prashant has already answered one question, but if any of you have any other question, please do that. We are left with 4 minutes. But if you would like to, ask questions maybe later on, if you come across anything that is maybe kind of you want assistant on, you can always reach us on through our website. Our website address is www.kumoritechnologies.com, and you can also write to us on info@kumoritechnologies.com, and do reach us if you want to do one-on-one on LinkedIn. You have our credentials here, name, and you can search with the organization. You can get that. And in terms of understanding what ServiceNow can do as a whole and how CSM can impact your business processes, we're always there at your disposal for explaining anything in detail and understand your roadmap as well. So do reach us on LinkedIn and on the website, and of course through email, and we'll be happy to assist you. And so I think we are kind of covered here. If you want, we can wait for 2 more minutes if anyone has a question, and we'll hit 12 o'clock, and then of course we can wrap up the session. So anything, Umakant, if you have in your mind meanwhile, or Prashant, you can mention that. So yeah.
No, thanks, Rahul and team for having this webinar. I think it's always great to talk about what are the real world problems we are trying to solve. Well, Gen AI, a lot of buzz, and AI, there's a lot of buzz that has been happening in the market, but how do we put AI to work to solve the real world problems? I think that's what we do day in, day out, and make sure that we are picking the right problems to solve, right, for our customers. Right. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's
yes, ServiceNow is keeping pace with the latest technologies, though it has its own inherent, breakthrough technologies which has been there in the platform since long time. But keeping pace with the new development in the technology domain, ServiceNow is including a lot of other features. And as I said, this is just the beginning. We really hope to get a lot of other, improvement in the platform. And moreover, for everyone, kind of attending this webinar, just a quick information. We will be running more webinar. This is one, edition, the first edition of the series of webinar we'll have on the generative AI capability on ServiceNow. So this was on CSM. We'll move on with the ITSM, or maybe with the SPM part, or maybe with the operation management. So we will bring more such informative session for you, and you'll see a lot of information on how ServiceNow capability is impacting other areas and other functions of the organization. So once again, thank you everyone, and we really appreciate your time today. And let's meet in the next edition of the webinar. Thank you all, and you have a pleasant day ahead.